Yes.
I have Sasa. Good evening, Sasa.
Good evening. Habari ya Superstar, vipi?
Superstar kwa sawa. Unaambia ni wewe ni starehe ambaye ni story ama una
Wachana na hiyo
Nipe
story.
mkono.
Wachana na hiyo stero, wachana na hiyo, hujui stero.
Hii imekataa.
Wachana nayo.
Hii imekataa stero.
Ni kama tu vile unasemaga jina ya teacher Ogoang.
Ongwang. Ongwang.
Ongwang.
Nzuri sana confident.
Yeah. Thank you for the new look.
Asa I had to bana, I had to.
Yes, muhimu.
Ni
I hope
muhimu asante
everybody,
sana.
I hope guys had a good week. Good weekend, sorry.
Yes, they did.
Yes. So, I don't know where to start now. Aki, one, thank you so much, Nyawe, for what you're doing, providing a platform for people to just get some jobs and improve their lives.
Yes.
I'm really trying so much to actually elevate that to another level, where we could also build the capacity of people looking for jobs before they look for the jobs. And one of the things that I even shared with you in the morning was as much as we are doing the CVs, CV kuna kitu moja yenye Nyawe anafanya yenye watu hawajagundua. There is a new way of doing CVs. Na ndio maana Nyawe anakuaga hapa. Nyawera, he's here to assist you. And even at a cost, it helps you because unapatiagwa the CV that is updated. Because most of us tunataka job, we don't want to be the job.
Yes.
And there is a difference between looking for a job and being the job, And there's a difference between a job and work.
Yes.
So let me start by saying this. Is there is a recent research imeshow actually people wajafanya ya Africa, actually people in the Middle East and the Western countries, that is America, Britain, Europe, wamekuja to come to a conclusion that people get heart attacks or heart related diseases on a Monday. Do you know what? Do you know why? People go to yes. Mtu ametoka na yes, they go to work where they're not happy. You just want to pay your bills.
Imagine.
But why don't you? Yeah. And you see that is one of the things that even in the Western world, you think that life is good there. There's one day tutaita jama fulani to Resbon, so that people get to understand how they are outside there. It's a matter of life and death,
Yes.
As much as people think they need jobs, kuna job ingine utapata yenye you're not even happy to go on Monday.
True.
I'll be honest with you guys. Most of us tunatafuta tu job ndo tulipe bills and all that, but there is more than getting the job. Yes, utapata job, but are you happy to wake up in the morning and go to that job that you're looking for?
Ni kweli. Mi nakumbuka kuna job ilikuwa naye ilikuwa inafika Monday, Sunday. Haki ya Mungu ya kucommit suicide. Hiyo si uongo. Una commit suicide akili lakini huwezi enda juu kwa na watoto. Sasa?
So that is the most, imagine most of the people waliangalia kwa that hospital, in their hospital, people they come with issues with hearts and heart condition on Monday. On Monday in the morning.
Did you guys know that?
Ni research. If people do research, you'll be able to understand that. So that is something that unajua ndio tunapatiago vitu za kuresearch. When you come to class lazima uonyeshe watu uko na PhD. So so imagine they are doing also for Africa.
Yes.
So that is now for the Middle East and Europe. Hizo American, UK. Watu wengi sana wanapata heart problems or they die of heart attacks on Monday between 6 a.m. and 12 p.m.
6 a.m. and 12 p.m.
12 p.m. Yes.
Wow.
Because unapata mtu ako kwa gari, anaendesha gari. Yeah, you see, like Salim. I was working on a job which I could not even have family nini. Unaona?
Yes.
So unapata tunaona Milde Hills sana ni Sunday juu ya that's their Monday. Yeah.
Yes.
So sisi mi naambiaga watu, and I always tell young people who are here who are looking for a job. I want you to look at I'll share my story after this.
Yay!
Because if this is what I've learned, if I share my life and tell people the far I've come, it's not magic. It's loving what you do. And when you love what you do, you'll find peace with yourself. And even when I was talking to you in the morning, you remember when you're telling me like, you're getting at work at 9? Yeah, because it's my place. I'm in my place of I'm in my place of wealth, you know.
Yes.
I'm in a place where I'm at my passion. I love what I do, you know.
Yes.
I love what I do. So as much as people would want to do jobs, wachunge sana, because you might be in somewhere. I know people are talking about mimi nataka tu job nilipe my bills. I don't care if the job is good.
Yes.
So and then unapata wengine ladies, they give themselves to get jobs and all that. You see?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, we need to move out from that and we assess ourselves. Are we happy with what we are doing? Because the moment we are happy, because there's a difference between a job and work. Job satisfies, pays for your bill and for your hizi vitu za kawaida, pays for your rent and blah blah blah, you know. And makes you you know, like watu wanasemaga paying bills. Unajua lazima tulipe ma bills, tutafute njia ya kulipa ma bills, you know. But now we are looking at a place where, are you happy? Because when you're happy where you're working, you don't struggle.
You don't.
You know, you don't. An example where, like, let me take an example like the way Nakuru College, yeah?
Yes.
My boss, she's the director. When I look at her, I'm like, hey, man, sometimes she could come on Sunday and says that, no, me, I just love my job, you know. I just love being in this place, because she's the one who understands the mathematics. But then she's even told me on how to do Excel, Evo, you know, how she does mpaka sometimes anaenda, like, she prints all the M-Pesa transaction on a monthly basis and she enters that. Yani mpaka unashindwa, how do you love your work? You know, I was like, hey, madam, me your world is different. Come, no, me, I love this, you know. She loves mathematics like nobody's business, you know. So and you see where she is right now, she's respected. When you talk about hospitality industry in Nakuru, yani mpaka tunapigiago na kina Sarova onambe, do you have students that can come for attachment, you know? Yeah, big hotels, see small hotels, they say like, our students are not like ati wa kawaida. No. When we even do our attachments, because our attachment is around 100%. We do attachment 100%. Yeah.
Which is your company?
It's Nakuru College. The Nakuru College.
Just Nakuru College?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know people asking themselves that question. That's why I prompted you.
Oh yeah. It's Nakuru College. We do hospitality, tourism. We offer also issues of the culinary art, that is baking, ninizo. We do also accounts, CPAs. We are all our exams are CPA. It's NEC, CASNEB. So all our students, the ones that we do 100, because all our attachment is 100%. Kunaga student wetu anakosaga attachment. Then the research that we did for the last 2 weeks, 95% wanachukuliagwa. They don't come back. They don't come back. Yes, wanaenda because of what we give. So I'm not trying to market the school, but anyway, I'm just saying the kind of we are not hatupatiagi ati mtu anakuja tu anasoma anaenda. No. We also when they go for attachment, we also do a spot check. How they are behaving, how they are doing their work, how responsible they are, and all that, So at the end of the day, we as in what I was saying is my boss, she loves her job, and that's why it's successful, So this is a challenge to everyone. As much as you're looking for a job, that job can still be a springboard to where you want to go.
Agree.
You can as well go to that job and do what you want, or add value to what your skills and your passion is. And this statement has really helped me for the last 7 years.
Can I add something?
Yes.
Or also, you could actually start a company of the same, your own company in the future. Don't go somewhere and just get comfortable and just go watch what's happening. Imagine yourself in the same position, because one time they started where you were. They were once employed. They came up with an idea. There's something we were taught, Juicy, about IP. They told us that you taught us, Salsa. You told us that even if I look at a glass like this, and then if I do something to what? Hebu nikumbushe your statement, what you said, if I do something to better it, it becomes my property.
Value addition.
That's it.
Yes. Value addition. So
exactly. Now, point, because I love that part.
Itakam, usijali. Kuna vile nitaiweka mahali. So now, what was I saying? Like 7 years, this is what I came across. Everyone has a skill, everyone has passion, and everybody has an opportunity. If there's any time that whenever you wake up in the morning, everybody that has that opportunity. Okay. So number one, I will always ask, and okay, this is my statement that has helped me for the last 7 years. When your skill meets your passion in an opportunity, you become a brand.
Write that down. Please write that down, everybody. When
your skill meets your passion in an opportunity, you become a brand.
Wacha hata mimi niandike. That when your skills meet your passion.
Yes.
Meet your passion
in an opportunity. You become a brand. It's as easy as that.
Opportunity, you become a brand. Hiyo si yako tena.
Kwa nini?
Sasa nimeiba. You become a brand ama you...
Okay, an example. Let me take an example. So you know all of us know DJ Mo ule wa size 8, eh?
Yes.
You'll be shocked what he... Yes, DJ Mo wa size 8. Do you know why DJ Mo is a brand? It is those 3 things. And I'll shock you if I ask you, do you know what DJ Mo skill is? You'll be shocked. Most of the people watasema ni DJing. No, it's not DJing, by the way. It will shock you, by the way. People say like, do you know his skills? It is his looks.
His looks?
And he knows. Yes, his looks is the skill that he has.
Oof.
And he knows. And this, I've watched him. Okay, most of the events that he attends are DJ Mo. This guy can change clothes like 5 times in an event. 5, atenda atoe top, avae sijui nini, akiingia kwa stage akona vile alikuja na vile atatoka ni very different. You get my point? People, then passion yake is to be the best DJ in Africa. That's why anajitaga top at the top. So that is the passion. And then the opportunity that is there is media. That's why unapata siku ile wakiwa NTV walikuwa yeye na ule DJ mwingine anaitwa nani? There's this dark guy. There's this dark guy anaitwa DJ nani? That DJ.
Which one anakaje? Describe tuchague.
Alikuja akatoka NTV akakuja KTN. DJ Sadiq, exactly. Wechi, thank you so much. DJ Sadiq. Do you know when they evaluated everything, DJ Mo had the best looks than Sadiq, and that is what alilose job ya NTV because they wanted only one DJ. You get my point?
Yeah.
So the skill that DJ Mo had, it is his looks that made him stay in NTV na akapatiwa contract na hiyo nini yake, hiyo brand yake.
Wow.
Unaona?
Yes.
So now we're coming to a place where right now I always tell someone, what skills do you have? What are you passionate about? What are you passionate about? They now look at what you have as an opportunity that is there with you. Yes. So that is why DJ Mo akienda utamwona anafanya advert nyingi. Sijui za ile soap yeye na wife yake. You know. He gets a lot of, kuna ingine ya mkati sijui ya Festive. He's a brand ambassador because of his skill.
Yes.
Unaona? Yeah, huyu jamaa akipiga tu picha saa hii in the next 30 minutes, not less than 4K views and likes.
Because of the looks.
Because of the looks. Hi, let us take another person that all of us we know. Bahati.
Yes.
Yeah, Broadway. Yeah, Lynn, thank you, Broadway. Let's take another person, Bahati. You know what his skills are? Skill yake tu yenye ako nayo.
Acha kama wata guess.
Someone can guess.
Guess skill ya Bahati.
And he knows, by the way. Voice, no. It's not voice. Mutashtuka sana.
Let's see more guesses. Ya Bahati.
Background, no. Cult, no. Kulia. Angie, you are somewhere close, but bado mtoto wa mama, no. Jean, Kulia, yeah, being an orphan age, no. Diana, his wife, no. Actually, Diana ananyenyelea sana your skill. Hair, no. Yes. Yeah, sympathy. Akilini. Okay, sawa, tuachie hapo. Cloud chasing, no. It's not cloud chasing. Actually, Diana ndo ana cloud chase. Bahati has one since his first song. When you listen to his first songs, ana skill moja. Najua akitumia hiyo skill, not his raids, Marianne. Anajua akitumia hiyo skill, song yake itafikia watu wengi. Mpaka wimbo za huzuni. Sio za kulia tu. Woi mama, hizo ndio zake, analiaga tu songs zake zote. Na anajua, by the way. Ukiona zile songs zenye zimefanya poa ni zenye amelia sana. So that is his skill, by the way, and he knows. Anajua kimba wimbo ya hype haitauza sana, haitakuwa na views mob. But wacha wimbo ya huzuni.
Ya mama.
Hata utaisikia na mtoto wako before you uisikie as a parent. Yes, he knows. Yes.
What do you guys think about that? Amelenga point ama bado? Machozi skills pia.
Ndio hiyo. Sitataja mtu, lakini machozi ni skill.
Hujataja mtu.
Sijataja mtu. Sijasema Bahati, but sijataja mtu pia.
Bahati ni Bahati, si ni Bahati ni what is Bahati?
Wechi, cluttering people emotion cells. Yeah, but also it can work on the other side. Consistency is very important. You see, for Bahati, consistency is very important. And the moment you have someone who can also tell you, like a manager or someone who can tell you, please do not go this level. Stay here. You know, usilie tena sana, but keep it moderate.
Yes.
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 I've the last person then I get to my story is Churchill. Most of us know Churchill. I've worked with Churchill. Actually, I host him when he comes to Nakuru. So now Churchill has one skill, and you'll be shocked. Well, Churchill has love for children. If there is a guy who loves children, is that guy. You have no idea.
Wow.
That is his skill. because he knows very well if I get the children,
Mm-hmm.
nimeshika wazazi. Men get. And let
Yes.
me tell you, Churchill does not struggle. Churchill does not struggle. You know why? Ako kwa work. He's working. He's not looking for a job. You know, this guy has if you look at the lives he has touched.
Yes.
I remember there was a time we were doing Kids Carnival in April. So his former manager, anaitwa Robert. So we came to pitch to KCB. Guess what?
Yeah.
Even ndio walipata sponsor. The manager, by the time they started the first kids festival, she was 15. She attended the first kids festival. Yes. So now when she was a girl, so now amekuja hata kupitch, alimwambia I know your product. I just know your product.
Yes.
You get?
Yes.
So now I'm telling, I always tell people, the moment you also check what is my passion? What am I passionate about? What are my skills? You know, every day I always tell people, sharpen your skills. Hata kama ni kushona na nini. Do you know there's early this year, there's a place inaitwa American Corner here in Nakuru. It's American Embassy. They've given they have bought a space hapo kwa American Embassy, hapo kwa library. So there's they have American Corners in Kenya.
Yes.
So this time there's someone who's coming to teach us crocheting. Just crocheting, my friend. Amepanda ndege from America, amekuja kutufundisha crocheting. You know, crocheting. And she says in a day she earns $10. Anashonea watu nini scarf. Anasema a scarf takes me like 30 to 1 hour depending on the. So you can imagine she's making amekaa tu home ana crochet 1 hour anajua ni ya mtu fulani. 1 hour nyingine ni ya mtu fulani. So imagine that is her skill.
Yes.
And then sisi tunaangalia technology. Tunataka sijui kufanya robot. Tunataka sijui kufanya you know even what Kenya we're going through. It is simple solution. Hata acha na technology, simple solutions. Unaona? Right now, na mimi naambia watu, right now if you can hack what do they call? If you can hack right now we don't have cheap fertilizers in Kenya, but we can make compost manure. Compost manure is the only way to kill GMO maize na hizo products.
Kabisa.
Because compost manure there's a friend of mine, not even friend, it's a cousin.
Yes.
Kitambo like 5 years ago alikuwa ameanza historia ya compost nini. So nilikuwa nashinda sasa huyu nitamsaidia wapi? You can. Right now as we're speaking, anataka kupichia gavana wetu. Anataka kukuwa Nakuru to be a county. Inatagwaje ile a good example, good practice. Ashikane na Ministry of Agriculture atengeneze compost because she does that. It's cheap, it's affordable na haina chemicals. It's natural.
Yes.
Unaona? So you can imagine afanye tu contract na county government ya Nakuru. Then governor wetu aenda pichie president. Tuanzie tu hapo. Studies are skill. Anasema mimi hata utanipata tu kwa hizo compost manure. Hata sitaki story mingi, mimi niko tu hapo.
Nafanya kazi.
Hiyo ndo skill yake. Hiyo ndo anasema mimi hata sitaki kwenda mbali. That is my skill. Unaona? Umeona? So now is my story. Ladies and gentlemen. My first jobo. Unajua Nyawera alishtuka sana. My first jobo was cleaning toilet na kuosha ofisi.
Yeah, I was in shock.
Yeah, but then sikushtuka by the way. Sikushtuka. You know, people sahi watu wanaitisha job. Unajua ukienda to the lowest point. Imagine umekuja na graduate yako. You've done bachelor of blah blah blah. Na mdosi anataka kujua if by any chance, let's say siku hiyo uko peke yako kwa ofisi or
Yeah.
everyone has gone out, hiyo ofisi na hizo building itakuwa chafu because you don't know or you can't sweep and wash the office.
Let that be
I
a
didn't
question.
know. Yes.
Let that be a question. I would like to know how many would clean.
Yes. How many people saizi na madiploma na madegree ataambiwa kazi yenye iko sahi ni ya kuosha choo na kuosha ofisi. Wacha ndo nakupiga, hiyo ndo kazi yako.
Nani atafanya?
Na anakuambia yes, na anakuambia starting salary ni 7k. Umeona, starting salary ni 7k. That's what you can offer. Because most of us tunasemaga tunataka big, tunataka job tuandikwe na tuanze kuhaya early. And I'm telling you, sometimes when your blessing comes early, it becomes a curse or it can kill you. You get, it can kill you if it comes early. Na Mungu anajuaga.
Can you read comments?
Yeah, I do clean when people designated for the job are absent.
Hebu panda hapo juu kidogo uone.
Okay, so did waste away. Nitakimbia akia but
hey yawa. People are not doing that.
So mimi nataka kuuliza, naambiaga watu, that is my first job and I cleaned like nobody's business. You know, yani walikuwa nakuja wanapata ofisi iko clean, everything is zimeko into place. Mpaka nikapenda tu kuosha choo. You know, you love washing. And even right now, sometimes my boss ananiambia, wachana siku mtu kufanya hiyo job, but you know, as in it doesn't cost me anything, you know. I mean, and I'm doing it because yeah, so most of us sometimes let me say this, I read the Bible so much. For Moses to lead 2 million people across the Red Sea, he had to take care of his the father-in-law's sheep. So hakuna vile Moses angekuja ku lead people na akuanza na angeanza na hizo kondoo ndo tunaanza na, and that's how God works. You can never be up there until you are faithful here low. Na hata kuna scripture inasemaga you cannot be trusted with people's whatever if your own you're not even taking care of, because najua saizi most of us hata ukianza kulipa 100k utaanza tu ulevi na sherehe na all that, you know. Hauna plan ya hiyo do. Because even today if someone tells you they're going to pay you $1 million per month, in the next like 6 months it will not be enough.
It's not.
You get, it's not enough. Why? That is how human being we are wired. So now what we need to do is check on the list jobo. If you can be the best in the list of the job. You went your boss. The other thing that I would say then the other thing I would say is this. Most of us we look at life and say okay, my teacher is the okay and see to refer to my teacher. I love when someone tells me saizi nahitaji jobo niko na 1 2 3 4 skills. Na saizi hata most of the jobs waangaliage hizo madigiri zako, because unapata wasee wametoka university hawajaingia ground, wamekuwa wakifanya tu theory. Hujamaliza story. So that was my first job. Then after that, don't go 7 years ago. So I said I'm not going to be employed anymore. Employment tuachie hapo.
After washing the toilet?
Nikasema, yeah, I did it
after washing the toilet.
By the way, I did for like 2 years. Naamka asubuhi naosha nini.
So let me
Yes.
ask, niko na
Yes.
swali. Was that your role ama ulikuwa unaosha choo because hakukuwa na mtu alikuwa anaosha ama ulikuwa umepata hiyo kama kazi yako?
No, that was my job. Hata si story. Hii ilikuwa job ya mine.
Oh. Oh wow.
Ilikuwa job ya mine. So I told myself, what can I do? What skills do I have? I am good in Latin, Afro-Latin dance. I mean, nabaki Allah. Yeah, na salary ya 7K. Yeah, Marian salary 7K. And here I am. Here I am 7 years down the line. Umege? So that is now self-discovery. So self-discovery. So now so now I discovered my passion. I discovered my skill and the opportunity that I have. So now I remember we were doing some shows. We used to dance in tulikuwa nafanya salsa into kwa easy functions, the government. Then there was one time we did stadium. Tulifanya stadium. And they were like, nani akafurahi, mdosi akafurahi akasema, I want this dance wakati wa Christmas, nataka hii dance. You know, so I was like, aya, kumbe kitu kuna venye. Now I said, now let me do research on how this dance, it can make sense. At that point, there was an issue about gender-based violence. Our brother was sharing last Friday.
Yes. Dr. Spira.
Oi, Aki pole. This motivational speaker takes a lot of time saying I'm finishing. I'm not a motivational speaker, by the way. Poleni, I'm not. I know myself, I'm not a motivational speaker. Anakuambia kitu za kufanya. Me, I'm telling you my life. I'm not motivating anyone.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm not a motivator. Me siwezi kumotivate. Mi nakwambia vile life iko. Nakwambia life, nobody will give you in a silver platter. You have to work. You have to work.
Yeah.
Money follows work. Not the other way around.
Hey, Mosoti,
You switch the story. No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not a motivational speaker. Yeah. I'm not. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, sawa. So from there now, nikaanza kuona there's something that can come out of it. And so I became a brand in Nakuru.
We lost you. I think he called his phone. I think so. Nina kuna interest ya kusikiza story ya salsa. I want to know how he started na vile alifika mahali amefika. Na pia nataka kujua kwa wapi kwa maisha. Yeah, so I knew I would lose him at some point, so he needs to make another request. Ndio arudi. Yeah, atarudi tu sahi. Someone must have called his phone. Motivate is to induce an action. Feel good motivating me. Yeah, I agree. So let me ask. The question he was trying to ask was, because there's a story I read a few weeks back. He was a HR who was telling a story to a group of other HRs and saying she sat in a matatu, and she had two graduates from one of the campuses discussing how they're going to be spending the 100,000 they're going to earn since they had just graduated. And she was laughing. She was laughing because she knew how it is and what is paid for that position. So yeah, the misconception that ukimaliza kazi, do you have a person that can teach forex trading? All right, let me just I'll respond to you, Bill. Yeah, so she was laughing at the situation in the workplace. Who's gonna pay you 100,000 after school? By the way, let's be honest. How much do graduates earn? How much do graduates earn? Just tell me what you started with. Niambie, what was your first salary? Let me know. What was your first salary? When you do that, let me respond to Bill. Nyawira, please, do you have a person or institution that can teach Forex trading? All right, Bill. Inbox me on 0702-622-961. Inbox me on that. 0702-622-961. Remember, you could also find every live on YouTube at Miss Nyawe TikTok. Miss Nyawe TikTok. We can get to YouTube, type Miss Nyawe TikTok. Iko tu hapo. Sawa. Problem is to connect with a broker. Sawa. No worry. Just inbox me. I'm trying to find Salsa. Simpati. All right, tutakuja kuendelea. All right, wacha tuone how much you guys earned. A team, your exact skills, but you know your weakness very, very well. How can one get help? If you do your exact skills, but you know your weaknesses very well, how can one get help? Maria nabuuliza swali vizuri. Anne started at 15K, Mars 20. Mosati is saying from 40 to 80 to 116 to 0. 6K in 2013. Huyo ni Nash 2013. Mimi nilianza na 12K. First salary after campus. Connect with a broker. Okay, I got that. Then tax. Hey, Nyawe, what happened to Lewaki? Wait, Purity. Yes. Yes. By the way, internship is not paid for. Internship in most companies is zero. You earn zero. And there are people who will intern or volunteer for such a long time. Yes. So kama motivation yako kwa kazi ni pesa, you lose it in Kenya. The highest graduates get, from different works, from different careers, the highest could be from 40, sometimes 30, others 20, 50. So I don't want you to get too excited that unadanganywa the minute you finish school you're going to be earning lots of money. My friend, apana, that's not the case. In fact, employers would rather hire someone else who's been working, someone who's skilled, than hire a graduate. Yeah, they'd rather do that because they have to train you first. So don't get too excited. I think Salsa is trying to connect. Na inasumbua. Allow me to connect Salsa. So Purity, I had something to tackle today, pole sana. That's why sikuingia live. And that's why nimeamua kupatia Salsa opportunity this evening. Yeah, Marian nauliza nini? Salsa said it's important to know your skills very well. Mi niko na kadhaa, but weakness niko na moja. What is your weakness? What is your weakness? I love the fact that you know your weaknesses. So Purity, kesho tuko na wewe 7 a.m. But then kesho niko live 7 because I have an interview prep. We have one lady who's going for an interview at 1 and we're going to be doing an interview prep I think by 10. So I need to be live by 7. Be out mapema. So not about kuingia live about CV. Oh, okay, Purity. I'll share it tonight. I was a bit busy during the day. Sijafanya any CV leo mchana. I'll share them tonight after the live. I have one interview prep to take after the live. Alafu I'll release some of the CVs. Yours is among them. Quitting is the biggest weakness. That makes me not work on my skills. What's your weakness? Josmas anasema quitting is the biggest weakness. Quitting is your biggest weakness. What do you mean by that? Make me understand. Yeah, I don't want to pick up any other conversation because hii ni class ya Salsa. Si yangu. Sitaki kuchange topic. Nataka kumaintain and awesome. Yay, Majay. It's been done well. Yeah, sawa. Pole sana Majay. Not Majay. Pole Purity. Utapata CV yako usiku. Yes. Then we have Majay. Congrats. Hizo interviews zikuje. By the way, Salsa, I have Anne. We need to know why Anne is not getting interviews. Na kona CV poa. Anne, me na Salsa, we are working on you. Anne is a HR.
Okay.
Anne, we're going to form a group to help you out. Sorry. Yeah, put it up.
So, let me, because sijui kama kesho nitaweza hiyo live ya 7. Anyway, we'll see.
nakupatia from 8 ndio maliza by 10. Mi nitaingia
Well, okay.
mapema kusoma kazi, wewe uchukue 8 ni mapema sana.
Okay,
8:30
itabidi niko kwa ofisi mapema.
ama unataka kuanza wewe mi nifuate ama what do you think? What works for you?
Let's work from 8:30.
Perfect. Sawa.
Yeah, let's work from 8:30.
Sawa.
Yeah, sawa. So now let me finish by saying this because sitaki kubwa watu na story zangu iko kama motivational speaking. There's one thing that really has ever made me feel that I need to fight. It's only the people who fight, who don't lose hope, who fight and fight and fight that get the end product.
Yes.
Let me say this. Let me just not encourage. Let me tell my sister mwenye amesema anafanyaga aitagi interviews. You might be shocked that wewe ndio unafaa kufanyia watu interviews. You are the job that you need to check. Because let me tell you right now, do you know people right now? Let me share something about what she can also do to counties. Na nilisema hii last time nikiwa kwa live. Nikaambia watu, do you know actually 95% of the county government, each department does not have a service charter on how they're going to deliver services.
Yeah.
Number 2, go and read. Most of the counties do not have even a HR policy. So hiyo nimesha kupatia job ya kufanya, being the job. The best HR kama saizi all the buildings zenye zimejengwa mpya, go and see, do they have even a ramp for the people with disability? As a HR, that is your role. Go and challenge county government and say, I want to develop a policy, a HR policy that accommodates everyone.
Yep.
Each department. Tengeneza hizo zinaitagwaje, hizo service. Unajua now, when you go, hizo charters, it shows how service delivery should be done in every department. Kama ni service, kama ni ina take how long? Most of the counties don't have even service charters of their departments, by the way. Yeah, so hiyo mwenye alikuwa yes.
I want to remind all of you, when you come to this show, you have to have a pen. No, me na host, but this is my book. I don't do it without books. These are my notes. Imagine. Why? Because while Salsa is speaking, while anyone is speaking, I take notes. When Salsa says, counties hakuna hii na hii, the best thing you can do is take notes and activate it. Because no one else is going to come and tell you, kuna this and this gap, unaweza chukua, no, make a lot of money. And what Salsa is giving you could make you a billionaire in a very short time. So you don't come here kuangalia, no, you come with a pen. You come with a pen. And then you pester Salsa later, you're like, kuna tulisema hivi. Tunaweza anzia wapi? You know, you go to him after. So please, if you come here, you have to have a pen. Mimi nakumbuka nilikuwa klasi ya franchise and unakumbuka nani Salsa tukiwa klasi ya franchise. Mwalimu akasema nunua kitabu. I went. I got myself. In fact, I even got myself a diary next year. Niko ready. Nishaanza kuweka proposals. So I'm trying to say this is a learning platform. So you have to come ready. Do not let such information go to waste. Take it, work on it. Come and thank us later. Sawa. Endelea Salsa. Pole.
Okay, now. Sawa, Marian, as I'm coming to my what I was telling people, don't give up. I'll take a very good stories for all those people who watch Nat Geo. National Geographic, zile za animals, wild animals. Most, if you watch, napendaga sana ya lions, ya masimba, you know. When you watch, you'll be shocked that wakati they are hunting. When they are hunting, they miss their target 70%. They miss target. So they only get 30%. So that 30% ndio inamekiago mpaka unaona nyo simbezi hata. Uwe ina hata 70%. So what you're being shown is 30% of the hunt when they hunt. Umeona?
Yes.
The other thing I would say is this about lions. I love lions and eagles. Tomorrow I'll be able to explore lions and eagles. Lions, when the male wants to have the right to mate with the female, it is a matter of life and death. Zinapigana ile mbaya. You know, like it's either one lives or one dies.
Yes.
It's either you live or you die. And it's that serious, yeah?
Yes.
So at moment I even ask myself, I even ask God, what is all this? Guess what I came to know?
Yeah.
It's a strategy of God not allowing weakness to reproduce. It's a godly strategy of not allowing. Yes, of not allowing weakness to reproduce. So every male lion inazaliwagwa with strength because the father fought for that right.
And I think that happens to men also, humans.
Yeah. No, men squeeze. Men, mimi nitasema raundi wanakuwa mabroiler, siku hizi tumekuwa mabroiler. Si kama zamani.
Lazima ukatie dem na in the box.
Wachana na kukatia. Mimi naambiaga mtu mwanaume it's about value. Okay, umeongeza dem box then. It's about value.
Tumekonka.
Haya ukisha konka. Alafu sasa ndo madramas come through. Madramas, no.
Exactly.
So now, this I always tell people, when you watch, is in Nat Geo, when you watch how Nat Geo, and there is a story, there is something that I always pick up and say, hey, man. So when you see that happen, it's a strategy of God not allowing weakness to reproduce.
Yes.
So, hakuna, because
network again, poleni sana.
Was the more okay. Mnanipata?
Kabisa.
Am I clear?
Yes.
Am I audible? Okay.
Very.
So now, if yes. So if right now it's only the strong that will survive. It's only the strong that will survive.
Yes.
It's only the strong. And you see, I'm penning off. The devil and God will never use you when you are ignorant or when you don't know anything. The devil and God will, there's no way the devil can use you.
Yes.
And even God can use you if you have no value. And unajua wanasemaga empty debes wanasemaga ati is the workshop of the devil, an idle mind. Me, I always say you can be idle but smart. But a smart person. So when you don't know anything, the devil will not use you, the God will not use you.
So what should we do about it?
You should know something. There is nowhere in the Bible that God called someone na hakuwa anajua kitu. He knew everything that you have. Picture this, even in creation. Why didn't God start with a seed? He started with a tree.
Yes.
Because he knew in that tree there is a seed.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. He knew there is a seed in you. Yeah. The moment you rediscover, na ndio maana nikasema last time, jita tu mkutano ambie God, mimi ni mimi na wewe tuko na wewe. Let me identify my seed.
Yes.
You cannot be fruitful if you're not seedful.
Kweli.
Umeget? Yes.
Kabisa.
You can't. So that's why you will see everything that you sit down. Ebu picture this. Nyawe wewe tu umekuja ukasema mimi niacheni CV. Nitazitengeneza, zitawasaidia. That seed that you had right now is transforming lives.
Kabisa.
Umesikia mpaka kuna mpaka testimony hiyo nini CV na ka awesome. Someone tells you like hiyo CV iko juu. Unaona? So what does that make you feel? Au struggle ni kitu uko kwa work, uko work, utafuti job, uko kwa work. So yeah, you must master that first, then start investment. Na mimi I told people here, there are people who need ideas saizi. There's one time I shared, the first time I came on the live, nikaambia watu, has anybody here ever thought of bringing like sweet ushaona kwa banki nakuga sijui namba sijui bla 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 ticket number go to sijui bla bla, it's boring mpaka inakumisha kichwa. Have you ever think of some time like going to a bank and then you find someone just having anacheza topo ka piano ama anacheza tu ka saxophone ama ka violin, my friend, utakuja withdraw a lot of money or you'll come and save a lot of money.
Yes, it's
true. As simple as that. Go and pitch, pitch one of the banks. Imagine like KCB, how many branches do they have in Kenya? Upati yote ende akufanya hiyo job. Inaitwa in bank entertainment. Wakati I'm not saying that looking for a job is bad, but again, find that job.
I think what you're saying is when someone goes to a bank, or rather anyone who's at the bank is stressed. Amekuja na stress. Most of the time unaenda kutafuta do ama unaenda kutoa, utaki kutoa ama kutopa. Kuna kitu unajaribu yani kila mtu ako bank ako tuna stress. So imagine that means unaenda pale unakuwa soothed.
Yes.
Si kelele, unakuwa soothed, relax, kwanza unafikiria vizuri. I would also have to go to the bank personally. I would have to do it.
Have you ever thought of that? Yeah. Imagine umepatiwa tender ya kufanya to all the banks in Kenya, KCB banks, and all the branches at no cost. Do you need hapo utahitaji capital?
Ya nini? Wanakupea do?
You don't need capital. Una pitch vizuri. Unaambia mimi mpaka unafanya audition. Unaambia nataka kufanya audition ya ma violinist, ma saxophones and ma keyboardist, ma pianist. Uko job. Hiyo hata umeiwahi. Hiyo nimepatia na watu free job.
Imagine. Acha tuone nani ata perform hiyo. Tunangoja.
Yeah. Si lazima chukua unajua kupiga keyboard. No. There are people who keyboardists hawana job. Kuna watu wanafanya manini hawana job.
True.
Yeah. And that is why most people love live bands. People love live bands because they say there's something called in creative industry space for mistake. That's why it's space for mistake. Ile yenye unaona band imestop alafu crowd inaimba. That is mistake. That you cannot do it in studio.
True.
So imagine that you bring to a bank. Space for mistake. Nimeachia hapo kwa leo. Tuonane kesho asubuhi.
Thank you today for the roses. People might argue that they can put a playlist on their screen display. I don't think so. Wanataka kusikiza the same music kila mahali, tunataka kuwa na change ukiingia kwa bank. Mimi kwanza nitakuwa nashika hiyo bank. That's not a lie. Nita shift. I will shift. Salsa, mimi nakupenda tu sana. I love your content. Love how you speak. Thought process yako iko tops. So now, hujafunga bado Salsa. Hebu tupatie last remarks. Do you have a question for Salsa? Anyone? Does anyone have a question for Salsa? Na baada ya Salsa, acha nikwambie wewe ni mjanja. Sasa ulikuwa unatupatia story yako. Mimi nilikuwa nataka uniambie. Sikia. Niliachia hiyo kazi ya kuosha choo. Nika approach kampuni fulani, nikapewa project fulani nikafanya. Nikatoka hapo nikaona idea place fulani, nikafanya hiyo job, nikalipwa. Nikatoka hapo nikaenda na saa hii inaongea niko place fulani. Una get? Salsa bana.
Okay.
Haina shida.
Nasema nita sort now because siko nataka kuboa same mpaka inakuwa motivational speaking. So I'll be sharing bits of, so tomorrow morning I'll share a bit of it. From there to now. where I am now.
Okay.
Yeah, because nilikuwa nataka watu wabakia hivyo.
Okay. Sawa. No worry.
Josmos, karibu sana. Josmos, welcome to Nakuru. Karibu sana. We have a cup of coffee. Sawa, karibu sana. I'll be so humble. Glory to
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
So, kama hakuna swali, is anybody with a question?
Several things, but mostly travel and spend my time with children. Oh, okay, wewe najibu Josmos. Kama hakuna swali ni sawa. I have an interview prep starting at 8:30 and I have someone who has an interview tomorrow, so I need to prep them and get them ready for an interview kesho. Na hiyo job anascore, nitakuja kuwapatia ushuhuda hapa. Hiyo job tunascore, tuachiliagi kazi hapa kwa Nyawe. Tukianza kufanya training lazima tupate hiyo kazi. I appreciate what you all doing. Tidev, nakupenda sana, umepotea sana. But now you're here. Thank you. Thank you for the roses. I could tell that tunapenda hii topic. For many more, keep coming back. So Salsa, tupatie last remarks za leo.
So now, tomorrow, hizo ni remarks. Tomorrow we'll be doing kingdom mentality. Kingdom mentality and tulikuwa tumesema na loans, si ndio?
Yes, and loans. Yes.
Sawa. Tuko na nyinyi asubuhi.
Alafu tomorrow is Tuesday, Thursday. What else? We had a topic. What are you going to bring on Thursday?
Determinant of success.
Yeah, you said that. Determinant of success. Una notice kuandika?
Na notice.
No, I was driving you time.
Personal.
Personal? Rudia tena.
Guys, mimi nitasema tu hivi guys. So I'll nitasema to everyone that is looking for a job, may you find that job.
Yes.
Because I want us to also elevate our discussion. Let us not to see. Kuna mpaka watu nyoja hata wajenda shule and they're millionaires right now. Just being at it. Just love whatever you do and you'll never know. Everybody has a seed in their lives. Everybody. Everybody has a seed in them. And the moment you discover what you can do best, no matter how small it is, no matter how small it is, you'll be shocked that you can employ my degree, my diploma holders, and you never went to school.
Exactly.
Bwana ya Tabitha, sio Tabitha wa senator. Bwana ya Tabitha jenda shule. He's the owner wa Keroche, but who is the face behind? Who is the face in front? Tabitha. Unaget? But mzee wake ndio kila kitu. But ajenda shule.
Imagine.
Unaget?
Yeah.
So guys, let's keep it. To give up. Ukikosa job hapa, give up. Apply and apply and apply and apply. You will get it one day. Don't give up. Don't break. Do not break. Especially if you are a lady and a woman. Please don't break. As a man, don't you ever break. We need break. Don't commit suicide because everything goes in Endaga. If you'll be shocked that the what you have been looking for, you have it. Most of the time, whatever you're looking for, ndio nyuko nayo na ujui.
Yeah. Mimi unajua nishakupata kile umesema. Hebu rudia wa explain hiyo unamaanisha nini? Kile unatafuta unacho. What do you mean?
Yes. Because sasa kama unatafuta na uipati, si wewe ndio uko nayo.
Hebu explain.
Guys.
Make them get it. Because hapo ndio pesa iko.
Okay. Sasa, okay, now. Observe. Be an observer. Mimi nitasema tu be an observer. Be a very good observer of things that are around you. So every company that is doing an advert, if you watch TV, every company that is doing an advert, they are trying to they're trying to cover a nini, to cover a gap.
Okay.
As much as they're looking for customers, they are covering a gap through that marketing strategy. Yeah.
Yes.
Can you come up with an idea with what you are good at, if you are passionate or you're whatever you want to do? Most of us know Tim Rimbui, anakuga keyboardist aliapproach Stanbic Bank last year, akamwambia I want us to come up with a deal, nataka tu nini anthem. Stanbic Bank, they have an anthem. So with the anthem akasema wacha nifanye competition, so kila mtu this is the song but now you do your own rendition.
Yes.
Team Rimbui alipewa 17M for that project. Now account zilifunguliwa, everybody that participated.
Yes.
Account zilifunguliwa kama zote. so aizi enda kutafuta kitu ingine huko nje, ako nayo.
Say no more.
Wewe unaweza kuwa unatafuta, sometimes you've been looking for a job, haupati job. Could it be that you are the job? Could it be? Could it be? Could it be that
Imagine.
wewe ndio hiyo solution? Unaona hata story ya Moses, anaambia God, maza mimi siwezani, anaambia bro, wewe ndio unaishia. Ni wewe. Most of the people who are called by God were hesitant. Hi God, mimi. Hi.
Yes.
Iko hapo. You are the job. Could it be? I'm just raising curiosity. Could it be? You are the job. Hiyo job unatafuta. Could it be?
Fungua macho.
Yeah. Yeah. Could it be? You are the job.
Kila time ni employment, hapo ndio kila kitu, because there is money. Mbona unadhani Salsa hajai ku employed for 7 years? Hebu muangalie, just look at it. Very soon tuna sura yake. Why? Look at the people that are running their businesses. Walianza wapi? Opportunity wakakosa, si ndio? Alafu they saw a need, a gap, waka create nini? Solution. Alafu after solution, do you think that if you create a solution unaweza kuwa broke? Let's just be honest. Do you think if you approach Safaricom, ama Coke, or any other company with a solution to their problem, do you think you'll be broke? That's what Salsa is saying. Mimi najaribu kusimplify words zake. Okay, Salsa, malizia ndio tufunge, naona my candidate anatafuta. Sasa, are you still there? Network imeleta shida. Okay. I think I lost him. So, hebu nikuje na video tumuone. This guy, I need this. Yeah, you guys need this. Don't worry, we'll bring it to you. Solution, give a company a solution and you make it future. So we see you tomorrow morning. 7 a.m. Tutakuwa hapa. Tunamaliza live 7 a.m. to 8:30. Nitakuwa nasoma jobs, available jobs. Do not miss, because I have lots of opportunities in admin, receptionists, waiters, waitresses. I've seen HR. I've seen engineering. I've seen a lot. So see you tomorrow morning. Kesho asubuhi. And remember, tengeneza brand yako. The earlier you do it, the better. Sindio? Thank you so much, Jess. Jess anasema, guys, kindly get your CV revamped by Nyawira. I love your work. Thank you. Aki asante, Jess. Thank you very much. It's true, but me, I do my CVs with a lot of passion. I'll never release a CV not unless I know iko sawa. Hata kama nita delay, I would rather delay. But I check at each and every CV before it goes out. Why? Because I try to put myself in your feet. Alright? Ni understand journey yako, where you want to be, what companies have you worked for, what roles could you have done. Because when I look at your CV, you give me a CV like this, but you forget some of the roles. So if I look at admin, I would imagine, what does an admin do? So I'll give you all the roles of an admin. And then remember, I told you, shortlisting nowadays by companies is not done by eyes. They don't look at your CVs like this, no. They have systems, softwares that shortlist CVs. So what do they look at? Key quotes, key lines. If your CV lacks that, you'll never be shortlisted. And maybe that's why Because if most of you, but then most of the CVs that I see, the ones that I revamp is because ulichukua CV ya Shiko, ukachukua ingine ya Diana, ukakopi format yake, ukaweka yako, ukajaza, ukamaliza. No, CVs have changed. You have to get your CV fixed. If you want to get called for an interview or CV to be noticed, you do have to consider getting a CV revamp. Very important, by the way. It's 1,500. Lakini let me tell you, spend that 1,500 and fix your life for good. Utaishi kucomplain hapa sijui siitu. You won't. So, no more. Acha nene kafanya interview prep. Thank you for being here. Na waona nyinyi wote mmefika. So I hope you got something. Hey bro, Lynn. Eunice. Nitafuta kwa inbox, tutadiscuss ya maneno. So see you tomorrow 7 a.m. I'll be here mapema. Mimi najua silali leo lakini ni sawa, tuonana kesho 7 a.m. Because I'll be leaving early kesho. By 10:30 tutakuwa off mpaka the next day. So see you tomorrow na msikose. So kwa heri, jioni njema, good night to you too. You bet. Daktari ako hapa namuona. Alitupatia. Well guys, I hope you guys didn't miss Daktari class. We're going to have another class with Daktari the day after tomorrow on GBV. You cannot miss. Sisi wote tulikuwa tunakata vitunguu. Tulilia lakini ni sawa tu. So if you want to cry with us again the day after tomorrow, be here. Don't miss on that day. So see you. Jioni njema, tuonane kesho, si ndio? All right, good night guys. Thank you so much. Good night. Bye.